Major warning for every crypto holder out there. Brad Garlinghouse's prophecy is going to be fulfilled probably sometime soon, okay? And it gets triggered by a certain event, and today we're going to be talking about what's happening, the timeline of things. This is financial advice, guys. If I were you and I was holding all these S coins and meme coins, like how many coins are there? Like hundreds of thousands, right? On CoinMarketCap alone, I used to say the number here. I don't know where it says it, but there's a bunch of coins out there, guys. Okay, and I would just sell them all, right? This is a clear warning. This is financial advice, and that's how much I trust in XRP. With XRP, I would just hold it, because if they go for the reset in the coming months, guys, or this year, then it's truly game over for everything else except XRP. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $1.40. Okay, just consolidating. Like, why can't they just make the move, right? Like, why can't they just like either shoot it down or up, guys? It's just been boring. You know why? Do you understand? Do you know why and why they're waiting? It's so funny because they're trying to throw a whole show with the Iran situation, guys, to get it to a climax point. Then the charts will just move quickly, right? And we're getting there. Watch this. Now, guys, here's the fun part of XRP, the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. The New York Times confirmed Brad Garlinghouse, but we mentioned this years ago from Mr. Poole. On this day, on February 26th, guys, Mr. Poole told us, warning, okay? And he posted this video here, and I believe this was Auckland, I think, earthquake possibly, okay? Basically some type of natural disaster, okay? And he says warning there, double meaning on all posts, right? Do you know what the New York Times just published? And they just did this recently on February 26th and 26th, actually today, okay? Not to mention, isn't today a 13th date, right? 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 9, 6, you flip it upside down, comes out to 9, and that is 13. Crypto is pointless, they mention. Not even the White House can fix that. Crypto's pointless. Not even the White House can fix that. Right? It's so crazy that even Donald Trump couldn't save cryptocurrencies. Right? When he was so bullish on it, guys. Right? Bring a crypto reserve, even for altcoins. Bitcoin from that point topped, quote unquote. So let's read on to what they say here, guys. Since its peak last fall, Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency, has lost almost half its value. Nearly $2 trillion of wealth has evaporated from the global crypto market since October. You know, it's only this market, by the way. Every other market has gone up and created new all-time highs to this day. It's only crypto that has decoupled, and in a negative way, right? So they say we have one question: what took so long? Outside of crimes and scams, the technology is useless, and its economies are even worse. They're plainly saying it right here, guys. Right now, you and I know why XRP hasn't decoupled. Because the event hasn't struck yet, and it's going to strike ever so soon. Okay, it will in due time, and that is with Iran, I believe. Okay, when things reach a climax point. But with everything else, they don't have that trump card that XRP does. Do you guys see why I'm saying to sell everything else and go all in on XRP? Because when all these coins literally die, coming soon, and you'll see it, well, good luck to you. The answer is that crypto was held afloat for months by a period of euphoria that followed the extraordinary support the industry gained in the Trump admin. Well, the euphoria, no, it was manipulated, right, by certain entities, okay, fake volume, and as well as Tether. The crypto bros who spend millions getting Donald Trump elected seem to get virtually everything they might want. Down here, guys, they're talking about the background of what has been happening with cryptos throughout the years, okay, with FTX and everything else. The administration is also working to pass a bill known as the Clarity Act. Not only would it give the government's regulatory blessing to an additional set of cryptocurrencies, it would allow small cryptocurrencies to pitch themselves to ordinary investors. You know, who is the first people to mention price first then law? Why hasn't this bill been passed to this day? And it just keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed. Do you know why, guys? Because the Riddlers told you and I, the price will move first. When you see it move and everyone gets left behind, then they'll pass the bill, right, to accompany the price action. So whoever's in is already in. Whoever's left out is left out in the cold. You don't want to be that. You don't want to miss this roller coaster. Okay? Look at this. Wow. Mr. Trump, his family have already harvested an estimated $1.4 billion from various cryptocurrencies. Huh. Wonder how. Right? And no one can say with certainty what crypto will be worth in the future, but with what we view as the most crypto-friendly administration and friendly members of Congress, its boosters have run out of excuses. They may now also be running out of time. Right? We're so close, guys. And people think we're just joking about. No, we're not. Right? The curtain has opened up for Bitcoin and it's evaporating. Right? It's literally in plain sight through imagery, right? Symbols, okay? Words, literally, right? Bitcoin is dying, as you guys can see, right? Now, the person who said this first was Garlinghouse. 99% of crypto goes to zero.
I think, anytime there's a new market, there's a lot of people that run into that market and try to show that they can solve a problem, they can deliver a customer need. I have said publicly before that I think 99% of all crypto probably goes to zero.
And we upped the notch, right? Upped it a little bit. We're saying 99.9%, literally almost every coin except XRP. Probably, literally, quite literally. When I say zero, guys, I don't mean literally zero. I mean to the point where it's so down that it's considered dead. Right? Because I don't think a coin will ever hit 000. Right? Just zero. And but coins will hit dead areas such as Terra Luna. Okay, and that humbled people real quick and real fast, literally overnight. So when people say it's too big to fail, right, or coins will never go down that hard, well, look at Terra Luna. One market maker did that. Imagine what Satoshi can do to the entire crypto market. And that's only one entity. Imagine all the others when they all go on this full-blown attack on taking everything down, right? But again, Garlinghouse mentions utility will win. Okay, guys?
But there is that 1% where I think that is focused on solving a real problem for real customers and is able to do that at scale. And that's going to be game-changing. And I think that's going to continue to grow significantly in the decades ahead.
Okay, guys? So only the coins that have real world utility will survive. Now, coins can say that we have utility. Okay, guys? They could say that. But do they really have a vision for the future? Most likely, no. There's probably only a handful of coins that will make it to the new world. The guaranteed one is XRP. So would you want to gamble with other coins? Right? And plus, XRP has the highest ROI. So everything just aligns, right? The Riddlers even told us from Ripple Crippler on 226 today, hard to charge something that is manipulated to absolute death. You don't lose unless you sell. You guys see that, guys? Right? You could actually chart these things out, but at the same time, the entire asset class is so manipulated that it's difficult, right, to see what's upcoming, guys. From Cryptomaniac, what support? He just posted, by the way, An insider, Bitcoin's moment of truth. Do we reverse back or do we flag pull down, eyeing around 72K for invalidation? If Bitcoin goes above 72K, well, we're probably going to go up. But he mentions here that we're in some type of flag pull, right? We may come back down here, right, to the lower region to test the support, maybe even break it for a fake out, then pump back up, right? But again, things are just absolutely manipulated to death. Okay? But if you go read the charts, they do sometimes mention where prices will move. I'm saying during the collapse, and if it happens this year, guys, XRP will go down there. Right? It never retested that level. Do you guys see? What level did it never retest? This level right there, guys. I'm not saying it's going to go down there. I think during the collapse, initially XRP crashes with Bitcoin, with every other coin. But they're going to flip the switch when the time strikes whatever o'clock they wish for it to strike. Again, every coin is worthless, guys. Do not be holding the bag. You have been warned, and there's only one community that has been saying this for years. The XRP community, and only in the Riddler portion side of things, by the way. From Baba Cooks on 622 or 226, reset. We're so close, guys. And I think the reset happens with this type of event here. Okay? Why? Third round of negotiations between the US and Iran have begun in Geneva. So, it begun, guys, and it concluded here. US were disappointed by Iranian proposals during talks, right? So they didn't really like the negotiations, it seems like. The White House says Iran is days not a week away from weapon-grade nuclear material. Oh, you don't say? When Mr. Poole told us on 227, a day off, ready.gov, nuclear explode. What? Explode? Finish the sentence. Right? Double meanings on all posts. Right? Literally and metaphorically, as in the crypto markets, and literally as in the external world. And then he tells us these, he points towards these emergency lights, right? Like red lights flashing, 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 prepare. Iran just said no to dismantling the enrichment plant, no to shutting down the nuclear facility, and no to touching a nuclear technology center, no to handing over enriched uranium. And their offer was temporary freeze, technical steps, and trust us, right? Washington's demand, though, zero enrichments forever, right? The deal will not be made, guys. This will lead into some sort of reset for the world, 100%, where every coin will die. Okay, you have been warned. Okay, be prepared. Look at this, 227. 1 + 1 is 2. 227. Now activated. Be prepared. Okay, guys? War is coming. Don't worry. Mr. Poole told us this in plain sight. Don't worry, he says, though. 622. Okay, 4 comes out to 2 if you slice it apart. Whatever that means. Why I explain it? I don't know. Shock. Right? It's coming, guys. Watch on. So now we know the timeline, okay? We know the timeline of things. This will lead to the reset, 100%. Okay? Not to mention, coming down here, North Korea says they could get along with the United States. A partnership, you may wonder, a partnership between these countries, right? Interesting. Maybe when everything's destroyed. Swim time, 622. In a pool, 226. 100%. Oh, coming back here, actually, someone mentioned 226 from Baba Cooks as well. 226.26. Why? What does this mean? Fire, right? Probably like destruction, right? Freeze of the system. And the stars. Ever north, maybe? Right? The star that guides. Double meaning through the wintry nights. everything on 226 all for today, right? Then this popcorn video, which shows blood, by the way, a syringe. Look at the stay in until 226. This is the year, by the way, 2026. It probably happens this year, right? The reset with everything happening, guys. This isn't financial advice. I'll be prepared. But wow, it's getting spicy out there. Enjoy your popcorn. But anyways, that's Sophie's Amazing. See ya.